What's going on, baiter haters? It's Jesse back with another fly tying video with friends on the fly. It's Fly Tying Friday. We're going to get into it a little bit. We're going to be tying up this little damselfly nymph. really productive pattern in the spring and summer. Lots of these going to be floating around the bottoms of those rivers and lakes. The dragonflies usually have 2 hatches a year, so these are usually plentiful and the fish just love them. Anyway guys, before we head to the vise, I just wanted to give a big thank you to everyone who's liked the videos, subscribed to the channel, personal messaged me, giving me tips and tricks, and I really appreciate the support, guys. I also want to say, guys, that there's going to be some really good content coming on the channel. We're going to have a couple other people coming in to co-create. We're going to have fishing videos hopefully earlier on in the week. We're going to have fly tying videos on Friday. We might even have a couple group sessions of fly tying just to kind of hang out with you guys, really. You know, we all work day jobs. We go fishing on our free time, and we want to bring you guys along with us. That being said, if there's something you want to see us do, or you want flies to be tied up, let us know down in the comments, guys, and we will make it happen. We just want to bring you guys along with us. So, all that being said, thank you very much. Let's head on over to the vise. Hey guys, welcome back to the vise. Thanks for tuning in. Right now I've got my size 8 hook in the vise. I've got my thread on, and I'm gonna now attach my bead chain eyes. And we're gonna make even crisscross wraps to secure these bead chain eyes in place. And I'm going to go ahead and put some head cement on there. Now I've got my thread down to the barb of the hook. I'm going to go ahead and tie my wire in. Okay guys, now we're going to go ahead and grab our maribou. In this case I'm using brown. I'm going to go ahead and pull them all towards each other. Maybe I'll even wet my fingers. Get that maribou clumped up together nice so all the fibers are together. I want to transfer those over, guys, and I want to measure the length with the distance between the hook gap. Go ahead and tie that in. Then pull that maribou back and tie up the hook shank and back down the hook shank, and that's really going to secure that in there. Tie one more time over top. And I want to come underneath that maribou tail, and that's going to hold that up nice. Then I'll wrap my thread up towards the bead chain eyes again. We're going to take our maribou, we're going to spin it up nice and tight, pull off the loose fibers, and then wrap it up the body. And we're going to secure that maribou in behind those eyes. And come in and snip that stem out. And you can put down a decent thread base there, because we're going to wrap our wire up and tie that off as well. Okay, now grab the wire, and you want to wrap that away from you, segment it nice and tight, and when we're back at the bead chain eyes, try wrapping that wire around that eye when you tie it off, and it really holds that wire nicely. Go ahead and put a few wraps there. Now go back and helicopter that wire off. A few more wraps. And wrap back a little bit over your wire. And now we're going to go ahead and grab our silly legs. I'm using a brown barred type. Fold that in half and cut it in the middle. And pinch that silly leg around your thread and position it where you want it. I like pulling those silly legs kind of towards the ground. Grab your other side and do the same thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab a little olive ice dub, and we're going to create a 3 to 4 inch dubbing noodle. I'm going to wax my thread up. I like to use this natural beeswax. I'm going to dub up a nice little noodle here. Okay, now what we're going to do, guys, is spin our thread up a little bit. I find that pulls my dubbing together quite a bit when I do that. Okay, we're going to wrap that dubbing in between those silly legs. Then we're going to go behind those silly legs. In middle again. And in front. And then over the eyes a couple times. And we're going to go ahead and create a nice tapered head here in front of those bead chain eyes. And whip finish. Okay, now that we've whipped finish, I'm going to go ahead and trim the legs. Pull both of them down towards the ground. I'm going to go in there with the little Sally Hansen's and give a little drop on the head here. Then I'm going to take my dubbing brush, that little piece of Velcro, and pick the bottom of that ice dub out a little tiny bit. Then just pull out what you don't like. And there you have a variation of a damselfly nymph, a stonefly nymph. It's got some rubber leg feel to it. It's got some natural underbody from the dub. Nice segmentation, dark colors. I think that olive ice dub will look really good. So, there you have it, guys. Your very own damselfly variation. And I hope you guys have a chance to tie this up and give it a try. I know I'm gonna put this on maybe April 1st. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next Friday.